before getting into this video. I know the lighting is kind of off. It's like dark on this side, light on this side. I'm next to the only light that we have, which is the balcony door. So please disregard the weird lighting. More than one phone case. You guys know I always have the same phone case unless I upgrade my phone, or if this one does break, then I will replace it with the same one. But usually this particular phone case lasts up until I end up switching phones or the phone dies. Back in the day, I used to purchase far too many phone cases, so now I just stick with one. Things I want versus needs. I used to not prioritize the things that I actually needed, and I prioritized the wants more than needs back in the day. And let me tell you, my bank account suffered a lot. So now I just focus on the things that I need, usually the bare minimum, and I just wait for the things that I want until I'm able to afford them. 1 year planners. I personally am a huge fan of 7 to 6 year planners because it's one less thing to purchase. I used to purchase 1 year planners and I got sick and tired of purchasing a new planner every year. I've owned quite a few desks in my life, and I will say I don't need them anymore. So I've wasted a lot of money, and I'm more productive at my local library or my dining room table. Decor in the house. Most of you already know I keep the bare minimum with this house. With most of my apartments, I will say my first apartment, I overdid it with certain decor items like plants and things like that. So I have learned a valuable lesson, and if I am gonna purchase decor in the future, I'm gonna make sure that it's something that's gonna stay around for a long time, so it's not just in style for now. I'm trying to be smart with my money. Unnecessary car accessories. This is self-explanatory. I don't need steering wheel covers, seat covers. I don't need any of that. Back in 2010, I used to be the queen of cheap jewelry. I used to have everything you can imagine when it came to earrings and stuff, and my skin hated it. So I had a very, very bad reaction when it came to fake jewelry. I used to get rashes. I used to turn green. So that's something that I would not purchase ever again. If I have the money, I will definitely invest in real jewelry in the future. Another thing that I've taken a huge break from and still taking a break from is heating tools. I do not own any heating tools. I haven't purchased heating tools in a long time, and I don't plan on doing that. I thought I wanted the Dyson until I realized how expensive it is, and it still damages your hair. So I am on a healthy hair care journey, and putting heat to my hair is something that I'm not willing to do these days. Another thing that I stopped purchasing was around like 3 years ago, and that is makeup. I haven't worn makeup in a very long time. I always come on here bare face. You guys can see all of my hormonal breakouts right now. So I really don't care what people think. I personally just go on how I feel. I also go by my budget, and makeup is just not something that's worth me purchasing right now. Another thing I stopped purchasing was cheap chapsticks. The ingredients are just absolutely horrible. So this is something that I just stopped purchasing, and I focus more on high quality lip products, especially with me living in a colder climate. High quality lip balms are a lot better, and my lips don't get chapped as much as they used to with these. We keep the bare minimum. We have a throw blanket on the couch, which people use when they sleep over, and then we have our own comforters when we go to bed. I like to hog blankets, so it's best if we have our own comforters when it's bedtime. Another item that's self-explanatory is Q-tips. I don't think I really need to go in detail with this. They're just really, really bad for the environment. They're really bad for your ears. I don't think we need Q-tips in the house. As much as they feel amazing, it's just not worth the amount of damage that they can do to your eardrums. Clothes I hate. And what I mean by this is clothes that I used to wear just to be in style with others, but I technically hated everything that I was wearing, but I only wore it to look like everybody else. So I stopped doing that a long time ago, and when I do purchase clothes, I purchase things that I love and not what everybody else likes or what everyone thinks is in style. I purchase things that are in style for myself. Nail polish, I like to have clean, short, bare nails. Disposable pads, I use period underwear. They're reusable, they're great for the environment, and they're also great for my menstrual cycle. Any kind of feminine washes, I stay far away from. I've had my fair share of UTIs. I've had my fair share of rashes down there. I'm never doing feminine washes again. I just use an unscented bar soap, and that's it. Things that have logos on them, especially when it comes to shirts and jackets and stuff like that, I don't purchase things that have logos because I am not a walking billboard. I am not advertising for companies for free. If they want me to advertise for them, then they can pay me. So I know that sounds so bad, but whenever you are wearing like a Nike shirt that has a Nike logo or Gucci, you are advertising for those companies for free. You're technically paying them to advertise for them for free. So once when that clicked in my head, I just stopped doing it altogether. Shaving cream, again, I have sensitive skin and shaving cream just never worked for me. Unscented bar soaps work great. Body washes, again, unscented bar soap. I feel like most body washes are just horrible for my sensitive skin, so I don't waste my money with them. Another thing is body scrubs. I have tried numerous body scrubs, from expensive ones to cheap ones. I just prefer to use an exfoliator mint with my unscented bar soap. And I like how my skin reacts to that method better than body scrubs. Sometimes they're a little bit too invasive for my skin type. I focus on natural ingredient hair products now. The oils, the leave-in conditioner, the things that I use, the ingredients are great for my hair and also my health. So the products that I was using before, when I was like a teenager in early 20s, they were very, very bad for my skin, my hair, and my overall health. Cable is a thing of the past. I don't think I need to explain this. We have streaming apps. It's 10 times cheaper than having cable. We do not own a TV. So when it comes to watching or streaming things, we own a projector. It is cheaper. It is more manageable when it comes to like moving. If we're gonna move out of this apartment, all we have to do is carry the projector. The projector is literally the size of a snowbook, and that's it. We can move it to any room in the apartment, or when we're moving, like I said, we can just move the projector with us without even wrapping it up. CDs and DVDs, this is self-explanatory. I mean, we're in 2024 now. I don't think anyone uses CDs and DVDs anymore. I used to have a huge DVD collection of horror movies, and I'm happy I got rid of all of them because I'm not the type of person to rewatch things like that over and over, and then you have to get a DVD player, a TV. I just don't want to have extra things in the house just because of one item. Lottery tickets. I personally have never purchased lottery tickets. I have been to a casino once and I never ever will go again. I only brought 20 bucks and I lost it in less than a minute and I felt like someone stole it from me, even though I played one machine. So I am not a fan of gambling at all. Perfume, again, you guys, I have very sensitive skin and also a sensitive nose. They make me so nauseous. Even when other people are wearing them, I feel extremely nauseous. I wish I wasn't like this, but like I said, the older I'm getting, the more I cannot tolerate perfumes. So pore clogging skincare ingredients, I have dug deep when it came to what I was using in the summertime, and I think this is why I've been breaking out a lot. My skin is going through something, which I will talk more about in a future video. We don't have much time with this one, but needless to say, I had to do a full reset when it came to my skincare routine because I was using a lot of products that were clogging my pores. As for extra dishes, of course, there's a bunch of dishes that I would love to choose. I would love to host, you know, especially with me being in my 30s and stuff. I would love for people to come over, but this apartment is just too small to have people over all the time. And also, we don't own that many dishes. So we promise ourselves when we purchase a house that's big enough to host our families, we will purchase more dishes. So as of right now, we are not purchasing any dishes. I'm still dealing with the dishes that I had from Dollar Tree when I was in my 20s, and same thing with my partner. We kind of like combined our dishes together when we moved in. So we just stick with what we have or what we came to the relationship with. And that goes for excessive pots and pans. We only own 3 pots. Magazines, that's kind of self-explanatory. Everything else is online nowadays. Newest tech gadgets. I still have, I think this is the iPhone 12 or 13. I think we're on what, iPhone 15 or something. This phone works perfectly fine. I have no desire to upgrade, nothing like that. Coffee tables. I've talked about this for years. I grew up with coffee tables, and I kid you not, the amount of times that I slammed into the coffee table was more than the times that I actually used it. My partner agrees. We will never ever purchase a coffee table. I know, never say never, but that is the one thing that we absolutely hate. Like the one piece of furniture that we just can't wrap our heads around on owning, because it is just another thing that's in the way, and it's also another thing for me to clean. Gift giving is something that I stopped doing, and I stopped buying material gifts. gifts. When it comes to birthdays, if I can afford it, I will take out either my sisters or my mom to a nice restaurant, or I will make them something. Like, I'm really good at cooking and baking these days. So with gaining over 60 pounds in the past 3 years due to stress and other things, I am losing the weight now, but I have no desire to own a pair of jeans anytime soon. Jeans are something that I've always struggled with being a curvy girl. So I have never found a pair of jeans to be comfortable, no matter if they were stretchy or not. So I'm just taking a huge break from purchasing any kind of jeans. I own a bunch of leggings right now, and I own one pair of trousers, which I'm wearing today is my trousers. And that's about it. So I have no desire to purchase or own any pair of jeans anytime soon. Things I can't afford, I stopped doing this a long time ago. I used to feel so sad when I couldn't purchase things I couldn't afford, and then I would purchase them on either a store credit card or I would get myself in debt. And yeah, it's just not worth it. If you cannot afford a certain item, best thing to do is to wait. Everything happens for a reason. You're not able to afford that certain item right now because maybe it's not meant for you, or even in the future, maybe that item is just not meant for you. So when it comes to things that I simply can't afford, I don't feel bad anymore. I just know it's not for me. Windex or any kind of like toxic glass cleaner. I know a lot of you guys don't like the word toxic, but best believe when I used to use Windex, my throat would like close up. I would feel like I couldn't even breathe. I felt like I had strep throat after cleaning my car windows when I was in my early 20s with Windex. So in order to fix that whole glass cleaning problem, I switched over to a DIY solution that I've been using for a very, very long time now. Half water, a couple tablespoons of vinegar, and it gets the job done without having any of those toxic chemicals in your house, in your car, or just around you, period. Plastic bags. The only plastic bags that we do own are garbage bags. That's about it. When it comes to grocery shopping, I have my reusable insulated cloth bags. I'll have them linked down below. They're amazing, not sponsored. Radios, another thing that's self-explanatory. I used to have radios back in the day. We have our phones. This is the radio now. That's about it. When I'm in my car, I don't use the car radio. I just use the Bluetooth when it comes to the music that's on my Spotify. I had to learn this the hard way. And, you know, you live and you learn. You know, my cat, he's gonna be 3 years old. He's very different. He likes pencils. He likes crumbled up paper. So he likes human objects more than cat toys. So I guess that saves me money in the long run. But I did purchase quite a few cat toys. And like I said, I learned a valuable lesson. Most of those cat toys that I did purchase that he wasn't using, I ended up donating to a local shelter. Paper towels, this is something where I hated purchasing when I lived with my mom when I was like younger. And I used to purchase them, you know, to help out with the house and the bills and stuff. I used to think like it's literally money being ripped up each time, wiping stuff and throwing it away. So when I became an adult and got my own apartment, I ended up switching over to cloth napkins. And they are the absolute best when it comes to saving money, also helping the environment at the same time. I will have the ones that I use linked down below. They are a little bit on the pricey side, but they will last you literally forever. I've had mine since I want to say 2020, the beginning of 2020. And like I said, they're worth every penny. I have them in black so they don't show pasta stains and things like that. But they also have some funky designs, holiday designs, and some other colors besides like the neutral tones. Disposable sponges. This is another item where I was like wringing my own neck with. When I lived alone, I had disposable sponges for a couple months. And I was sick and tired of purchasing them. So I got on Amazon and I finally found reusable sponges. I've been using them ever since. You are supposed to replace them every 3 to 4 years, around there. And when it comes to washing the sponges, I just wash them with the cloth paper towel rolls, things like that. So they're very easy to wash. You can put them in the dryer too if you would like. And I have no complaints with my reusable sponges. I absolutely love them. Any type of room sprays such as Febreze, Airwick, again, you guys, sensitive nose, those products, I feel like those products like stick on like your couch and the table like that. It leaves like a residue. So I stopped buying those a long time ago. And also if you have someone that lives with you that has asthma, those products are horrible for people and pets that have asthma. Another product that leaves a ton of residue is fabric softeners. I personally don't like them. I used to get very itchy with them, so I just don't buy them. I just stick with laundry soap. Dryer sheets, we have reusable dryer sheets, well, dryer balls. You can either have the wool ones or you can have the silicone ones. With being a curvy girl, most of my entire life, I've always had a bigger chest. And I remember working with a couple girls that they used to go to Victoria's Secret all the time, and they would tell me, Kira, you should buy the Victoria's Secret bombshell bra, you would look amazing in it. And I went off of their recommendations and I purchased it and regretted it. But I wore it just to fit in. So what that bra does is it adds 2 cup sizes to your original cup size. I was already a double D. I'm still a double D till this day. And what that did was make my breasts even look bigger. So it made me look like top heavy, even though I'm already top heavy. But that bra did me no justice. And I just went off of recommendations from other people, and people told me to buy it because I would look great in it. And I looked absolutely ridiculous, and I felt ridiculous. That bra was super uncomfortable. Long story short, I will never ever buy something that someone tells me to buy unless I do my own research. Disposable nail filers. I own a reusable nail filer and also a foot buffer. I will have them linked down below. When it comes to cleaning them, when you're done using them, you just have to rinse it under warm water with some soap, and then that's it. You can reuse it over and over again. So this goes back to like the pandemic and everybody was like overstocking on toilet paper. I feel kind of silly doing that because ever since we purchased our bidet a couple months back, I feel like we don't need toilet paper anymore. Even though we do still have toilet paper in the house, but we rarely ever stock up on it because we own a bidet. Whitening strips. I have tried every kind of whitening strip you can imagine. My teeth get super sensitive. I've also tried the sensitive ones. They didn't work. When it comes to whitening, when I have the budget, I will probably get them professionally whitened instead of using the whitening strips, because the amount of money that I spent trying out all of these different store whitening products, that money could have added up to a professional whitening cleaning from a dentist. So teeth whitening products is a thing of the past. I would rather save my money and go to a professional. And the last thing on this list is disposable Swiffer pads and a disposable little duster. So I've actually owned both the Swiffer and that little duster, and they were expensive to keep up with when I had my first apartment. So I have a reusable duster that works phenomenal, and when you're done using it throughout the week, you can just snap it off, throw it in the wash, and then hang it up to dry. Don't put it in the dryer because it will shrink. And when it comes to replacing the Swiffer, I have a steam mop that has reusable microfiber little towels, and that's about it. So definitely saves me a ton of money, and it's one less thing that I need to add to my little shopping list when it comes to household products. On that note, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.